Second grade, this is Mrs. Tidwell, the instructional coach at Cottonwood. This week, I know that you've been doing a lot of experimenting and have been presented problems that you need to find a solution for. Today, we are going to be talking about designing buildings to stand tall and the potential problems that can occur when you are building a structure. We are going to use the Three Little Pigs as an example of what could go wrong and ask ourselves, what materials did they use? What structural ideas did they use? And with these problems, you are going to come up with a solution. So have you ever built a tower out of blocks? What happens when that tower gets too tall? Structural engineers are people who design very tall buildings. So if you went downtown Dallas or downtown Fort Worth, you would see really tall buildings, and they were built by structural engineers. How do they keep these buildings from falling down? We are about to watch a video, and it's very short, about the Three Little Pigs and one of the problems that occurred with the first little pig. I want you to be thinking, what was wrong with the pig's house? What type of material did he use? Was this material natural, meaning that it was found in nature, or was it man-made? And how could he fix it?
Everyone knows the story of the Three Little Pigs. The first pig builds his house out of straw, but it falls down at the wolf's first breath. But what no one talks about is how this little pig should really have consulted a structural engineer. That's okay, little pig. The Science Alliance is on the case.
So we saw that the first little pig's house was made out of straw, and with the first breath of the wolf, it fell down. So again, what was the material that the little pig used? Was it natural or was it man-made? How could he fix it? Well, just like the video said, they needed a structural engineer. We're going to keep investigating. So think about building a house or building a structure out of cards. Maybe you've done that before at home or in indoor recess. What happens if you sneeze? Have you ever made a tower from dominoes? What happens if someone bumps the table? An engineer chooses materials that keep a building from falling. So far we know that straw and cards and dominoes, those can easily fall down. So we want to choose a material that would make sure that the building stands tall. We are going to watch another video, and we're going to think about why the straw from the first little piggy was a bad choice of material, and what are some other choices?
This little pig needs some engineering advice. His house was made of straw. How should he make his house stronger? Since we were working on an engineering problem, we talked about our designs and then tested them out to see how we could improve them. Okay, Science Alliance, you've got the evidence. What do you think? How would you build a stronger house?
I would build a stronger house.
I would use wood.
I would use blocks
And bricks. Use bricks.
because the bricks seem to work.
Nice! We saw the model house we built out of wood blocks held up pretty well in the wind test. So did the one made out of clay, but watch out if you build in a rainy place. Listen up, little pig. Maybe you should build your house out of wood or clay next time. Wonder what you'll discover as you investigate engineering.
So, after watching that, what were some of the other choices that the pigs could have used to build a strong house? How will you go about choosing your materials? Today, what you're going to do is you are going to think about building a strong house. So can you build a stronger house than a pig? Choose the materials for a house and build the house. Is your house stronger than the house of straw? Let's test it. Turn the fan directly on the house. What happened? Now use the spray bottle to rain on your house with the wind. What is the result? Answer the questions below.